Hey guys, this is what if Naruto was a full Uzumaki part 1. Let's get into it. Naruto was walking down a path, thinking about his parents. Flashback. About a year ago, Naruto was 6 years old, standing in the Hokage's office. Lord Third handed Naruto a big box of scrolls and a tanto and said, "2/3 of these scrolls contain memories that your parents sealed before they died," Naruto finished. "Yes," Lord Third continued, "and tips and jutsus from your clan, the Uzumakis, that your mother wanted you to have. The other third are training exercises, and a couple of jutsu I want you to have. You have to become strong enough to protect you from your father's enemies. And it starts tomorrow. You will train with random jonin and taijutsu. Ninjutsu and genjutsu you will have to work out on your own." As soon as Naruto had gotten home, ignoring the cold looks and stares that he received as he was walking, he opened one of the memory scrolls and performed the right hand sign and was engulfed in darkness. He heard what he guessed was his parents just saying his name. It was calming. He woke up with a smile. "I will avenge Mom, Dad. I will become strong enough to beat whoever killed them. The strongest in the world," he said to no one in particular. End of flashback. Naruto then saw Hinata being bullied. He stepped in and told the bullies to stop. When they attacked him, Naruto disposed of them with ease. He then asked Hinata if she would like for him to walk her home. She accepted. As they were walking, Naruto grabbed Hinata's arm and jumped forward, pulling her with him. A second later, 4 kunai hit the spot where they were standing. Suddenly, 4 ninja appeared behind them. Naruto and Hinata turned around. Naruto stuck his hand out in front of Hinata. "Get out of here quickly," Naruto said to Hinata. She turned and ran in the direction of the Hyuga complex. "Alright, if you want her, you have to get through me first," Naruto said calmly, his eyes unblinking. 3 chunin and a jonin, Naruto thought. "I have to move fast." The leader of the group stepped forward and said, "You're not even a genin yet, and you think you can take on 3 chunin and a jonin? Kid, you're out." Suddenly, Naruto disappeared from all their vision and reappeared in front of the chunin closest to him. He forced chakra through his fist and slammed into the man's gut, instantly knocking him out. The jonin told the remaining chunin, "Take care of the kid, I'll get the girl." Using body flicker, he disappeared. Naruto, knowing he only had seconds, reached into his pouch. He wasn't supposed to have one, but Lord Third had said it was for defensive purposes. As Naruto was pulling out 2 explosive tags, he forced lightning chakra through them, causing them to fold into shuriken. The Hokage didn't know about these. He then threw them, the lightning chakra causing them to fly at blinding speed. The shuriken stuck to the 2 Cloud Ninjas' chests. Naruto jumped back and performed the ram sign, shouting "Raiken." The shuriken exploded behind Naruto as he was chasing after the jonin. He saw a man running from the Hyuga complex toward Hinata. He wouldn't make it in time, Naruto thought, as Naruto sped up. He got within 30 feet of the jonin as he knocked out Hinata and tossed him over his shoulder. As the ninja jumped up, Naruto appeared behind him and axe-kicked him in the shoulder where Hinata wasn't, causing him to drop her. Naruto then appeared below him, catching Hinata and using body flicker to dash to the man he assumed was Hiyashi Hyuga, the clan head. He lay Hinata at his feet and then turned to face the jonin. "Alright, let's do this," Naruto said. Naruto whipped his tanto out of its sheath, forcing wind chakra into it, and charged toward the jonin. The jonin did likewise. Naruto was lying on his back. He just had the fight of his life. He was cut in over 24 places. One was from his right shoulder across his chest to his left hip. Luckily it wasn't too deep. "Not bad," Kurama said. "You beat a jonin all on your own." "Really? You didn't help?" Naruto said in disbelief. "You didn't use an iota of my chakra," Kurama said. Flashback. It was October 10th, the day he was born and the day of the Kyuubi attack. Every year at this time, the meanest of the villagers would chase him, trying to hurt him. They never caught him, of course. Naruto had too much stamina and was way too crafty. He was hiding in an alley. This year, 2 chunin had joined the chase, and it was a lot harder trying to hide from ninja. He was really tired. Suddenly, Naruto found himself in the sewer. It was this huge door with bars and a man standing in front of them. The man had explained that he was Naruto's father and Lord Fourth, and how he had sealed the fox inside of Naruto. Kurama walked to the front of the cage. He hated all humans except for Minato. For some reason, this kid. Minato, because he had sealed him and Naruto so that people would stop trying to hunt him. It had worked somewhat well, but everything had its flaws. Naruto, because his chakra reminded Kurama of the Sage of Six Paths, and also he didn't shy away like most people would have. Minato had shown Naruto how to open the gate, and Naruto had half expected the fox to attack, but it didn't. Minato then told Naruto that he loved him, and faded away. "So it's just you and me," Kurama said seriously. "Here, take some of my chakra to get away from these people." Naruto had felt its power surge through him. His eyes turned fox-like, and he disappeared and reappeared at his house. Naruto then went upstairs to his room and laid down in his bed. He re-entered his mindscape to talk with the fox. The fox had said what his name was, and explained that it would be training Naruto. The training was extremely hard, and it took up most of the day 6 days a week. It included practicing jutsus hundreds of times, chakra nature practice, physical training / fox taijutsu, and chakra control, bringing his chakra control to reasonable standards. As a result, Naruto's jutsu, Water Dragon Jutsu, not only required 7 hand signs. He had also given Naruto fox summoning. With it, Naruto could summon foxes of all sizes and different number of tails. Naruto could even summon Kurama, from a small portion of the QB to the full 9 tails, but was only used in the most extreme conditions. To protect what is most dear to you, Kurama had explained. Some of the foxes could track people, some could heal people, and some were used for training and fighting. And flashback. 4 faces appeared above Naruto. The man he saw earlier, 2 Anbu, and a medic. "His wounds are healing on their own," the medic said in disbelief. "There is some healing ability." Naruto staggered to his feet and started to walk away. "Naruto," Higashi said with a blank face. "Change your clothes and meet me here at the gate of the Hyuga compound in 20 minutes. "Okay," Naruto had said without a little hesitation. 20 minutes later, Naruto walked into the Hyuga compound behind Higashi. They walked to a sparring field where 2 people were sparring. Naruto recognized Hinata. They sat down and continued to watch. Hinata was on the defense, but as soon as she saw Naruto, she became more sure of herself and started pressing Hinabi. Interesting, Higashi thought. Hinata is more talented than Hinabi, but Hinabi is more sure of herself, and that's why Hinata is losing. I don't think Hinata has what it takes to become the clan head, but if she and Naruto were close, she'd still be a pride of the clan. Hinata lost, but she wasn't disowned by the clan. Naruto was asked to come to the Hyuga complex every weekday to help train Hinata. Naruto agreed. He didn't mind being around Hinata. We now have a time skip until Naruto is about to graduate from the academy. The 3rd sent him on missions with Jonin every now and then to get experience. Also, the Chiya massacre still happened, but this time the 3rd asked Sasuke if he can live with Naruto, because his house has an extra room. Sasuke at first refuses, saying that Naruto is too weak, but then the 3rd organizes a training test between Sasuke and Naruto, and Sasuke gets destroyed. After that, Sasuke learns that Naruto also wants to kill somebody, and that he wants to rebuild his clan. He realizes that they aren't too different and decides to help each other out with each other's goal. They then become as close as brothers, only when people aren't around, and they develop a few collaboration jutsu. Naruto isn't as hated as in the original because he doesn't pull any pranks, but when he and Sasuke have their bouts, everyone is cheering for Sasuke, except for a few people like Hinata, Shikamaru, and Choji. This is because Naruto is the only one who can match Sasuke. Team 7 is the same as in the original, and everything goes the same up until the bell test. This time, Might Guy proposes that they have a joint bell test, and Kakashi, Asuma, and Kurenai all agree. The Konoha 12 then meet up at the training ground, and a couple of scuffles happen between Ino and Sakura, Neji and Lee. Then 4 Jonin appear and explain the test and why they didn't eat the night before. They also say that there are 11 bells so that one person will ultimately fail. Then they started. All the genin scattered and hid. Naruto tried to get some of the genin to work together, but everyone said no. Sakura even said, "You're the one that's gonna fail." After that, the Jonin found and knocked unconscious the Genin one by one, except for Naruto. The rest of the 12 were tied up to poles in a forested area. The Jonin stopped looking for Naruto. When Sasuke asked where was Naruto, Kakashi replied while reading his book, "The rest of you are here, and Naruto's patience will wear thin." As if on cue, 3 Narutos appeared 30 yards away. "I'll take care of this," Asuma said, and charged toward the Narutos. All 3 of them scattered, performing some hand signs, and shouted in unison, "Wind style, vacuum bullet." Asuma's eyes went wide with surprise, and from 3 directions multiple vacuum bullets fired at Asuma. He dodged most of them, but one of the bullets grazed his cheek, leaving a long but shallow gash across his cheek. "Interesting. A wind user," Asuma muttered to himself. "I went in," Guy yelled cheerfully. "Come on, Kakashi." "Kurenai, you wanna come?" Asuma said. "Nah, I'll watch the Genin," Kurenai replied. "Okay," Asuma replied, and all the 3 Jonin disappeared. "Sound barrier," Naruto said quietly. Kurenai whipped around and looked up, and one of the highest branches of the tree was the top half of Naruto. It jumped down, and as it was falling, the rest of Naruto's body became visible. "So, those were just clones," Kurenai said. "You have no idea how much research and preparation it took for me to draw them away. But that's beside the point. I've had to hold back, to be precise, but now I can let loose," Naruto said with a foxy grin. "Oh, FYI, Genjutsu doesn't work on me, and your friends can't hear us." "Oh really?" Kurenai said. "Well, let's see how you handle this." He performed demonic illusion, tree-binding death. Kurenai disappeared. "I'll break this flimsy Genjutsu," Kurama growled in Naruto's head. Naruto froze, as if stuck in the Genjutsu, and Kurenai appeared behind him, about to strike. Naruto reacted faster than she could react, proving that he had not, in fact, been affected by the Genjutsu. He grabbed her arm and threw her a considerable distance. As she looked, all she could do was cross her arms and take the brunt force of the water dragging Naruto's cast. In the time she was flying, Naruto had performed hand signs, and when she had landed, the jutsu had been ready. "Who knew he was this good?" Sakura said. "I knew he was good, but not this good," Sasuke said. "We actually lived together and trained together sometimes, after receiving some looks." "I knew," Hinata said, receiving some looks. "We trained together every day." "When and how did you get this good?" Kiba said with a look of jealousy. "He's been this good ever since we were 7, Hinata said quietly. "When I was 7, 4 Cloud Ninja tried to kidnap me because of my Byakugan. Naruto was there and he managed to take down all of them. No one survived." "Wow," they all said. Naruto then rushed in and kicked Kurenai into the air. He appeared below her using Shadow of the Dancing Leaf. Using his index finger and poking Kurenai between the shoulder blades, Naruto used Body Pathway Derangement. Kurenai then fell to the ground. She stood up shakily. When she tried to move her arms, her head moved instead. "What'd you do?" Kurenai said in disbelief. "I short-circuited your nervous system," Naruto said, with a smirk. "It's a medical ninjutsu. Now every time you try and move anything above your waist, the signal gets sent somewhere different each time." Naruto then used a water dragon jutsu, closely followed by a paralysis cannon, which knocked out Kurenai. Naruto then made 10 other shadow clones, which untied the rest of the Genin and helped carry them away. Naruto picked up Sasuke and helped jump away from the clearing. When they got a safe distance away, Naruto set them down and summoned one of the healing foxes to help heal them. When it was done, Naruto said, "Okay, so will you guys listen to me now?"